Hi Aquarius, sorry, I have no idea what happened here. I shuffled your cards for your week ahead reading, and I put the cards out and went through everything and what decks I was using, and I'm recording from my iPad Pro for your readings this week because it's a lot quicker just to upload them this week like this. I'm a bit busy, and it just went off. The video just completely went off, which has pissed me off a little bit. Because you didn't get to see the shuffle at the beginning, and I do apologise guys for that, okay? So, you know, I'm sorry that guys, you didn't see me actually shuffling your cards for the week, Aquarius. We're doing the monthly check-in readings, and I'm kind of leaving these cards here as they are, because I was started talking about these cards and I just turned this one over, and then the video just completely went off. Just stopped, which is the problem. But the thing is, I can't record via the HD camera because it means I'm going to have to convert that, and it's going to take ages to convert and upload onto YouTube, which is why I'm just quickly doing stuff on YouTube on my iPad Pro. So this area here, I'll just quickly show you guys what we're using. I like you guys to know the cards and the decks that are being used for your readings. This is the current self for the week. This is the theme for the month, and this will be the key goal. We're using the Ciro Marchetti's Divine Legacy, Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Ciro Marchetti for our area. For this, and this is a new deck. It's not bad. Could be bigger though, the cards. This area here is your obstacle to overcome, your major accomplishment, and also what you need to avoid during the week. And for that, we're using one of my newest decks as well. Another new deck, Spirit Within Tarot. Amazing deck by Stephen Bright. Really loving this deck. I think it's incredible. Happy with that. And for your final layer, which is the where you can find support and advice and encouragement for the week. Where you can find support and what you need to embrace and where you can find support. We're using the Witches Tarot by Ellen Dugan. Had this for a long time, actually years. I've had these Witches Tarot. I've got about 4 or 5 of them. Spiritual guidance is the answer. Is simple. Oracle deck. And I did ask when I was shuffling this for you to ask a question, and this would give the answer. So ask a question and we'll see what comes through. Sorry, that was on the first shuffle, that was. You're showing as being the Emperor this week, okay, guys? Somebody who's powerful, strong, assertive, confident. You know your own mind. You know who you are with the Emperor energy. Some of you guys are setting boundaries, though, in situations. So you're laying down the ground rules with the Emperor energy. But I also feel that some of you guys are trying to establish a structure within your life this week, because that's what Emperors tend to do. Some of you guys having to be, well, not having to be, but being very protective of your families, your children, that type of thing. But the Emperor is about being a strong, very masculine energy. And I know it sounds a little bit kind of, what's the word? Sexist, because women are strong too. But this is, just in archetypal wise with the Emperor energy, this is all about somebody who is a force to be reckoned with. They're very strong, they're very powerful, okay? They are law and order, but you are showing as being the Emperor. So you're showing as being law and order this week. You're showing as being a very strong force to be reckoned with, setting boundaries, building structures, building stability within your life. It's nice. The theme for the week is the Magician. So the focus for the week is on creation with the Magician energy. This is all about using your tools. So using your skills and your talents and your abilities and your resources to build and to create something new with the Magician energy. Also, there is a strong sense of things manifesting and things opening up to you this week with the Magician energy. Also, the theme for the week might be on communication. The Magician is ruled by Mercury, okay, planet of communication. So this is written communication, verbal communication with the Magician energy this week. Also receiving messages. The Magician was known as, I can't even remember what it was. He was known as Hermes, I think, to the Greeks. Not the Magician, Mercury, sorry. I think something about Mercury being known as Hermes to the Greeks, which is the god of messages, or somebody who delivers messages. I'm terrible with all that stuff. But this was the god of messages. And I think this is all about receiving messages this week as well. Let's have a look at what your key goal is for the week. Strength. I think that the key goal for this week, it's interesting because you've got 3 majors all in one row. So it's a very strong week for you guys. When you get major cards, these are strong lessons. These show major events happening, major changes happening within the world. It's not just kind of these everyday things. This is major change happening for you guys. and you have 3 of them. You've got Emperor, Magician, and you've got Strength. And your goal is to overcome. I think that your goal is to master something here. I think your goal is to overcome some form of a obstacle, which is what the Strength card is. And I feel that more than anything, I think that with you guys being the Emperor, Aquarius, showing as being very powerful, very astute, very assertive, showing as being somebody who is establishing order and structure and stability within your life with the Emperor energy, showing as someone who is laying down some boundaries with the Emperor energy, showing up here. I think that the key goal will be to be in get yourself into a very strong position with the Strength energy here. I think your key goal is to be in a very, very strong position, because the theme for the week is all about creating something new. So this is something, I think, when I look at the cards, Aquarius, that you guys are extraordinarily serious about in this area here. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome this week? Okay, so another rule card. You got another, bloody hell, you got another major, 4 majors already. This isn't you, Aquarius. This is outside forces. You want to be a law unto your own self in this reading here. You want your own power, and you want your own kingdom, I think, Aquarius, in this area here. But the obstacle that you're going to have to overcome is that other people don't see it that way. There might be rules and regulations that you've got to adhere to within the Hierophant energy. There's a structure. You want to build your own structure in this energy here, because your goal is to be in such a place of strength that nobody can knock down or interfere with whatever the structure is that you build here through the Emperor. But there is the obstacle of the Hierophant, which is really the brother of the Emperor. This is a separate kingdom. This is a separate lawmaker. This person says, well, you can have that, but you're going to have to adhere to a few rules of our own. You know, if you want this, you will have to. It's just like, for example, if you were setting up a business, you know, the Hierophant would say, well, the obstacle that you're going to need to overcome is you're going to have to register with HMRC, or you're going to have to register with the taxes, and you're going to have to fill out all these forms and all this stuff before you can set up the business, that type of thing. So there are rules and regulations you're going to have to adhere to before you can actually get whatever this is up and running, Aquarius. What is the accomplishment that you're making this week? Well, the 9 of Coins. Some of you guys, Nine of Coins is an accomplishment, is about security, personal security. So you're accomplishing some form of personal security this week with the 9 of Coins energy. This could be business-wise as well, because 9 of Coins can be your own personal business. Like, for example, a business that you run from home, or, establishing a new business. Because the little bird on her shoulder, usually this is kind of like a hawk or something she's got in the hand. And this is all about somebody who is trained. So she's learned a trade, and she's earned. So the trade is the bird that she's learned. And this is her with the coin. She's made money from this trade. All right. So some of you guys are establishing some personal security here this week with the 9 of Coins energy. What is it that you need to avoid this week, though, Aquarius? I think getting angry with the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is forcefulness. So some of you guys need to avoid thinking that you can force a situation with the Ace of Wands energy. Some of you guys need to avoid thinking that you can force a situation, because even though I see a great deal of power in this energy here, and I see a great deal of power and fortitude within you, Aquarius, you still have laws and rules and regulations that you're going to have to adhere to. And the Emperor doesn't really want to have to adhere to his older brother, the Hierophant. He really doesn't. He likes to do things his own way. Even though the Hierophant really works for the Emperor, because if you think about it this way, King Henry VIII is the Emperor. And Wolsey is the Hierophant. Do you understand? So this is like the religious advisor to the king, the Emperor, But now we've got the king, the Emperor, which is you, Aquarius, who has to adhere to the rules and regulations of an institution. So they're saying you can do this because you're creating something through the week. You have the tools, the abilities, all the rest of it to create what you need to create with the Magician energy showing here. And the universe is saying to you, you can do it, but the obstacle you're going to have to overcome is probably red tape, Hierophant energy. Rules and regulations from another institution that says, yeah, before you set whatever this is up, you need to go through us first. However, you are achieving some personal security. And to me, it looks like, in a way, when I look at this silhouette, which is why I really like this particular deck, because you can look at these cards and you can just implant what your an image onto them. to me, it just looks like this woman is kind of got her hands on her, you know, on her hips, and she's kind of like, oh, wow, I did this, I made this, I'm really proud of this, you know. So there's an element of pride in what you're creating as well with the Nine of Coins. And some of you guys, what you're achieving is a real sense of personal security. Things are really starting to build for you. But you need to avoid kind of trying to force the situation with the Ace of Wands. So trying to force paperwork to go through, or trying to force things to get moving, because they're going to move. You can't force the Hierophant to do anything. They're going to do things when they're going to do it. What is it you need to embrace, Aquarius, this week? Four of Coins. Okay, now the Four of Coins is personal security. Two cards in the tarot I think of as personal security, and that's Four of Coins and Nine of Coins. So you need to embrace the Four of Coins energy. So what's he doing on the steps? He's sitting with 4 coins. Okay, and he's very kind of possessive of what he has. He's not letting anybody in. And I feel that in a way when I look at this card, because this is ownership and this is also financial gain, all right, and this is also securing your assets or securing what you have and not sharing, all right. I think that what you need to embrace with this energy is that this is a time to conserve what you have. I think that's what this is trying to tell you, because the Four of Coins also deals with saving your money. He's not a spendthrift. You know, he doesn't like to go out and spend on willy-nilly on stuff. This guy is really responsible and really cautious with his cash. And I think that what you guys need to embrace, Aquarius, is that whatever this thing is that you're looking to set up here, you're going to need to be really kind of careful and responsible and, you know, grown up with your money. It's time to conserve and save your cash, because you might need it even for things that you need to do in this area with the Hierophant, where the obstacle you need to overcome is maybe there are certain forms that you need, or, you know, there are a certain kind of documentation that needs to be signed or need to be sent back. Maybe you need to pay for certain things to happen in this situation. So you need to embrace this week. It's a time to save your money and save your gas. This could be something entirely different from this. You know, you can read this however you want, but definitely it's a time to conserve cash. You need to just embrace that. And you need to embrace with the Four of Coins that with money, Four of Coins is not a lot of money. Four of Coins is like, you're doing okay. All right, it's not a card indicating somebody's rich. It's just saying that you're doing all right. Okay, you're kind of a step up from that Page of Coins, where you've got a little bit of money and you've got to just make use of what you've got. So what you've got to embrace as well is that, you know, not only do you need to be responsible and careful with your cash this week, Aquarius, you also need to, with the Four of Coins, understand and appreciate that, you know, this is a small amount that you have at the moment. It will grow, but just be responsible with the small amount of money that you have, okay? Where can you find support if you need it? Justice. So justice is going to be legal stuff. Courts, for example. Solicitors, for example, is justice. All right, so if you need support, you can go to somewhere that offers kind of advice, legal advice, for example, or somebody who works for the government, for example. So some advisory service that's able to help you in whatever this situation is. And what is the advice and encouragement you need for the week? Love your body for some reason. That's what he's saying. The lighting on this is appalling. That's why I always like to do things via my HD camera, because the lighting on this is like, I hate it. But love your body. I'm going to quickly see what that's about. I know what it means, but I'm wondering why it's giving me that card. It doesn't really fit in, I think, with the rest of the reading, but it's just saying that you need to love your body a bit more. So maybe some of you guys were thinking that. Let's have a look. 22. So it says here, Aquarius, your advice is love your body, be mindful of how hard it works for you and treat it like your friend. It serves your spirit and wants you to be the best vehicle it can be. You must simply free it from the control of your ego so that it can serve you well. Your ego distrusts the body and tries to shame and control it, or else allows it to be overindulged or underutilized, all of which makes it sick and weak. Your spirit, on the other hand, loves and appreciates your physical self as a divine gift, honoring and caring for it with love. To fully experience the vitality you desire, you must befriend your body so that your spirit may dwell within it peacefully. Okay? Brilliant. All right, let's get the other readings up. So that's what I'm seeing, kind of the main reading for the week. And we're going to just quickly have a look at 15 cards looking at 5 cards, any other energies coming in, 5 cards for your love area and 5 cards for your work and finance area. So I'm just going to get these cards back in here. We're going to use the Spirit Within tarot deck for this. I really love this deck a lot. I'm very, very fond of it already. I think it's an exceptional deck. Okay. Sorry if you can see little crumples on my kind of thing. It's difficult when you fold it. It gets these little lines when you fold the actual thing. Okay, so Universe Spirit, whoopsie daisy. Universe Spirit, I haven't asked the question yet, I'm putting it back in. 5 cards, anything other than what we've talked about. What else do you see coming in for Aquarius in 5 cards? What else do you see coming in for Aquarius in 5 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And can you show me, we're going to just pull these up a little bit here so we've got a nice kind of centralized look at the cards. Can you show me love? What do you see coming in for love for Aquarius? Whoopsie daisy. Oh, all these cards, what's going on? All right. To be honest, I don't really like, and you know, how I know this as well is that sometimes they say, oh, well, a whole heap of cards fall out, you need to take them. Not all the time, because I've done that, and then something said do the reading again and just kind of make sure you're taking from the top, and I've done it for personal clients, and it was the cards that I took from the top that were the most accurate for the reading. So I don't really like all this kind of like, well, if a load fall out, you got to take it. I don't really necessarily believe in that. Universe Spirit, can you show me in 5 cards, love? Show me love. From 5 cards from the top of the deck, show me love in 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And can you show me universe in 5 cards, career and money for the next 7 days, please? Career and money, 17th to the 23rd of June for Aquarius. Okay, that wants to come out. Look at the other cards. There we go. There we are. Okay, let's have a look here. So, other energies coming in. The Magician again shows up for you guys. Manifestation, ruled by Mercury, communication, Magician energy, but also things perhaps manifesting this week, just out of thin air type of thing with the Magician energy. Justice shows up here, which is really nice, okay? I feel that something is coming in. I think this is going to be the right path for you guys, all right? Because you've got the Justice energy here, and Justice is all about, he's holding the Ace of Swords in his hand as well. So this is all about power and strength, but also about things reaching a point of conclusion where things are kind of harmonizing and balancing themselves out, okay? So the Magician is all about manifestation, the manifestation of a situation, I feel, with the Justice energy that will bring in a great deal of power, harmony, truth, and, you know, equilibrium and harmony and all the rest of it. That Justice energy for me is all about harmony, that, you know, readdressing the balance with the Justice energy, things finally becoming in sync with one another. But this is the manifestation of that with the Magician energy. Manifestation and things kind of harmonizing and balancing themselves out with the Justice energy. Let's have a look here. Wow, you've got so many. This is incredible. There you are, the Star. Healing. I mean, this is incredible. You've got so many majors showing up in your reading this week. Aquarius, it's incredible. There you are. That's your card, the Star. I'm seeing healing. Healing after stresses, healing after struggle. We do have all these beautiful majors. The manifestation card of the Magician. Things instantaneously just manifesting this week for some of you guys. Justice being rewarded from the universe, because the Justice card is the 11th law of the universe. What you put in is what you get out. So things manifesting, being rewarded from the universe. Achievement of goals with the Star energy this week. Incredible. Oh my God, what's going on? You've got all these, look. Another one. Positive relationship for some of you guys. Perhaps this is your soulmate coming in for some of you guys showing here. Because you've got the Star and the Lovers. This is a soulmate connection. This is a soulmate combination. positive relationship showing up here. What's the next one? Knight of Swords energy showing here. Unexpected, sudden. I mean, what a beautiful reading you've got here for your other stuff coming in, you know. This Knight of Swords, though, he doesn't look like he's charging towards the Lovers, because sometimes when you get the Knight of Swords with his sword charging towards another card, he's trying to get in between it. A sudden attraction. I think some of you guys are going to find yourself suddenly attracted. This wasn't meant to be love, but it just reminds me of love in this area. Some of it does. I think there's going to be something that manifests this week, and I think that this is going to be something that finally, with the Justice energy, brings in an energy of something that you have been waiting for. This is all about a reward that is coming to you. This is something that is being aligned. It's been lined up for you for a long time, but it's making its breakthrough this week for some of you guys, are in at least the next 10 days. Okay, this is something with the star energy that you've been wishing and hoping for with the star. It's also something with the Lover's energy where I feel that this could be a very positive relationship. I think that there could be a sudden attraction to someone happening here, just completely out of the blue. This feels to me in this energy here, guys, like you're going to meet someone. If you're single, I get the impression with this energy that you're going to meet someone. And you're going to meet someone who's going to change your life forever. Or they're going to change your life for a very, very, very long time. All right? Because the cards are just incredible to look at. You have Magician, Justice, Star, Lovers, Knight of Swords. Lovers is a sudden... Knight of Swords is a sudden impact. And this is an attraction, sudden attraction between you and someone else. There you are, the Star. Somebody who could be suddenly attracted to you. Standing out. You standing out. You're the Star here. Justice, all the stars aligning with the star energy and Justice. All the stars are aligning to bring in this sudden attraction. So stars, Justice, all the stars, Justice, aligning, all the stars aligning Justice. All right, showing up here. And this is like an instantaneous thing. It just manifests out of nowhere. And then you've got this sudden attraction. So I get the impression that this, even though this isn't meant to be love, this is something that is coming into your world either over the next 7 days, or I would say at least within the next 3 weeks, guys. And it's just going to knock you off your feet. It's going to completely like, whoa, what the fuck? You're going to be completely knocked off your feet by this thing that comes into your life. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a relationship with someone. What's love actually saying, though? You've got the High Priestess showing here. Sometimes this can be mysterious lover, Pisces lover, perhaps with the High Priestess energy here. This can also be a psychic connection to an individual as well. Okay, so we do have the Ace of Coins in the reverse. Ace of Coins in the reverse is no commitment in love. High Priestess. I think that for some of you guys, your intuition is telling you with the High Priestess energy that you need to drop a situation in love. And it doesn't matter, because if this is love in the top layers, you've got something better coming along. So your intuition, I think, with the High Priestess is, and also it might be that you're not investing in somebody who won't tell you who they are, because the High Priestess is somebody who's very mysterious. So it's also that you might be that you're just not going to invest in somebody who won't tell you who they are, Aquarius. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles means juggling. Sometimes this is people who are juggling a couple of relationships. Yeah, I think that somebody is juggling a couple of people here. Page of Cups energy. Hanged Man. Hanged Man is things being left in suspense. Page of Cups, new relationships. Things being held in suspense. Juggling is the Two of Coins energy. I think somebody's probably juggling a couple of lovers here. And they're holding things in suspense here. That's why things are being held in suspense. Okay. It just reminds me of something hanging from a thread on this particular Hanged Man card showing here. I think this is you, Aquarius. I think that for love, some of you guys are not willing to invest in someone who holds secrets, somebody who's really mysterious. It seems that with the Two of Coins energy, there seems to be... But also the Two of Coins can be playfulness, and the Page of Cups is romance. So there might be playfulness and romance, but this person seems to leave you hanging. All right? So what I'm seeing here is, I mean, the first cards for me are definitely saying that you've got something amazing coming in. And this is going to be, because of that Lovers card, you're attracting in, not just attracting, but there's sudden sudden love or a sudden relationship with someone here, a sudden connection, sudden attraction here. This is sudden and this is attraction. So there's going to be a sudden attraction for some of you guys. And this is going to be your soulmate coming in. Because finally it's time, it's manifesting, it's coming to you. All right, the soulmate card is justice. You know, the stars are aligned now. Justice is all about alignment, and these are the stars. The stars are aligned, and you're attracting in. You know, suddenly you're attracting in someone that you're just going to... This person's just going to blow your mind in this area here, Aquarius. Okay, but I think that this might be far down the track. For some of you who aren't going through this, you might be experiencing this week. But those of you who are in love and you're experiencing... having to kind of say, I'm no longer committing or investing in someone who won't tell me who they are with the High Priest energy. We have a lot of fun together, Two of Coins and the Page of Cups, a lot of fun of romance, but they seem to be dangling. I see that you're leaving someone like this behind going forward, okay? But if you are doing that in the next few weeks, it must be that somebody comes in, because you've got too many good cards here, and they smack of a soulmate twin flame energy coming into your life. They really do. Work and finance, Two of Cups, agreements, partnerships, Two of Cups energy showing up here. Two of Swords energy. So the Two of Swords is often the card to say that I am caught between, and I think that with the sword pointing to the Two of Cups, it's almost like you are faced with a decision in terms of a partnership, Two of Cups, Swords energy, ending a partnership. So in terms of staying in a partnership or ending it, this might be a job. I think that you guys with the Two of Swords energy here, one decision that you have here, can you see how one sword points to death and one sword points to the Two of Cups? So you can either choose to stay within a partnership, a job, whatever it is, or you can choose to end it with the death energy showing here. Three of Swords, so separation, heartbreak, Three of Swords energy, and the fire. But I think this is leaving you like really heartbroken with the Three of Swords and really disappointed and upset. I'm getting the feeling within words, somebody's feeling, some of you are feeling really lost, Aquarius. Look at the cards, they're incredible. It's this, you're faced with a decision to stay within a partnership. Remember, this is work and finance, so this is money. This is your careers. Do I stay working for the people that I work for in the partnership that I'm in terms of work with the Two of Cups, or do I go with the Death card? And some of you guys are really finding it very difficult to deal with this energy. You're feeling lost. You're kind of feeling, well, but if I leave the job, if I kind of move away from it with the Three of Swords energy, then I don't know what I'm going to do. So some of you guys are really faced with this dilemma of the Two of Swords, whether you stay somewhere or whether you go. You know, you're just not certain of what to do. Because I think that you know that if you leave wherever this place is, you're really going to be feeling kind of a bit lost and destitute. But this might be a case of that for some of you guys, that it's a week for saying, you know what, actually, I've got to do. I don't think it's because necessarily you hate where you work, but I think that for some of you guys, you're not progressing in the way that you'd like to move forward. And that's why you're kind of got this kind of mental dilemma going on as to whether you stay in a particular place or whether you go. All right, that is your reading, guys, for the next few days. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.